Looks like Doja Cat isn't a fan of her last two albums. Today she tweeted saying Planet Her and Hot Pink were cash grabs and y'all fell for it. Now I can disappear somewhere and touch grass with my loved ones on island while y'all weep for mediocre pop.
Alright you guys, work's winding down. I'm all caught up, so I wanted to do a quick video. Let's talk about Doja Cat. Something that came across my feed and there was numbers in it. And based on what I've been witnessing from her, I think I have an idea about what's going on. Now, I took some notes here because what's mentioned in this post is the number 2, right? The direct correlation is actually, I believe he says something to the effect of, she's not a fan of her last 2 albums. 2. There are some severe relational energies at work here in Doja Cat's life. How she's relating to others is changing. How she's relating to fans is changing. How she's relating to herself and to her own music is changing. These are all relational energies. Her mindset is changing. That is also 2 energy, okay? Now let me add some precision here, or provide some precision, I should say. I'm focusing on the 438 and the 5923. I'm focusing on the time of the post, right? In accordance with my time rule I recently provided to you guys in a video, as well as in my book that's coming out soon. And I'm focusing on the date, another powerful sequence. I'm not focusing on the view count. Why? Because of the nature of numbers being sequential as it is, that number is going to change. So it doesn't have the same level of meaning. Now let's start with 438, the time she posted this. It's funny because 4 is a number of communication and awareness. But this is literally the time she communicated about 38 energy. 38 energy is talking about the manifestation of abundance, essentially, in this example, I would argue to say. Okay? And the sequence also totals 15, which is telling me that during this time period, she was facing certain karmic energies and still arguably is facing certain karmic energies, hence the negative energies she is continuing to have to walk through. Oppositional fans, right? Oppositional people, right? Having to face her own mentality and sort through her own darkness, right? And as an artist, this is important because what I'm also sensing here is a being, because she said it herself, these 2 albums were cash grabs and you guys fell for it. That's what she said. So in other words, when we're talking about karmic energies in that regard, think deeper. Think about someone who creates an album they don't even resonate with. That's karmic. Why? Because it's restrictive. It's not stepping into who you are fully. It's not being yourself. It's being someone in order to be liked. So when we reference the date 5923, we're talking about, first of all, we start with 59 because using Demetra's number system, anytime there's a 4-digit sequence, you decipher the sequence 2 digits at a time, versus the initial 438 sequence, you isolate the first digit, get an understanding of the realm of focus, and then decipher the remaining sequence 2 digits at a time. So here we're talking about a karmic ending, or karmic energies pulling in 9 energy. We're talking about these restrictive energies coming into an end. You know, so a lot of times people are going to look at Doja Cat and say, oh, she's weird now. No, she's just more herself now. And this is further confirmed by the fact that the sequence totals 19, a being navigating the realm of completion, the realm of self-mastery, right? New beginnings, endings and new beginnings, okay? So we are talking about a being who has stepped into herself now. Is work going to be required in order to properly hone these karmic energies, properly master this 2 energy? Yes. I would still urge for her to do inner work, right? The deeper, the better. When you are a public figure and super famous like this, it is even worse because of the pressure, the external pressure that's placed upon you and the triggering that takes place. I need her to master her emotions. I need her to hone her shadow. Okay, I don't want her to repress her shadow. She's not doing that anymore anyway. She's in the integration phase. But I need her to also hone it even further and master that energy so that she has full control over the titration of her dark side. Because no matter how simple-minded certain people may seem when they approach you with hate, how you respond matters. How they act is their karma, how you respond is yours. The more you can master that, the less karmic energy will be bestowed upon you.